The Grammys have announced 2 new categories, one being Best Album Cover.
I like that.
I like it too. I just don't know how I feel. Well, I love it for the photographers and the designers.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know how I feel as an artist if I win Best Album Cover and don't even get nominated for the music part of that.
Yeah, I wonder if the artist gets a trophy or if that's just the
photographer,
the artists themselves.
No, it's the crazy part.
The artist would have to give
I would
one.
think so, right?
They would have to.
I would think so.
Both artists.
Yeah.
The recording artist and the visual artist.
Yeah.
The crazy shit is going to be, because it's the Grammys, it covers so many different genres of music.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody going to be tight.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
tight.
it might be some funny, eclectic shit with just a water drop. And you just beat everybody else. Niggas going to be mad as hell.
Well, right this second, all the talk is about Sabrina Carpenter's album cover. We'll get to that in a second, too. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on the other category that they added, which is Best Traditional Country Album.
I'm a little torn.
They've split it.
I hate it.
They've split the country.
It feels racist a little bit.
Racist
Yeah.
as fuck.
Thank you.
But it also gives an opportunity for someone to win an award that maybe wouldn't have because of the inherent racism within country music. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Who dictates what's traditional country versus country? It's like saying
Agreed.
traditional hip hop.
They're splitting the country award album into traditional and contemporary.
Right.
And people really feel like the only reason why this is done is
Beyonce.
because of Beyonce.
And
so
Lil Nas X before.
And Lil Nas,
yeah,
right.
so
and
traditional.
Shaboozey.
Shaboozey,
And
yeah,
the
for
other
sure.
black girl that's fire.
Yeah,
And the dude that you went and saw, wasn't it Kane Brown?
No, McCain Brown is traditional.
Maybe like
country.
808s and shit in there. I don't know if I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he tough. But no, I just think it's the more black people coming into the genre.
Yeah.
We putting a little spice and a little oomph in it, and they tight. But again, I think that's whack. I think that you got to embrace the evolution of whatever the music is. You can't pigeonhole it.
Yeah.
Because again, that's like saying one of Kanye Dark Twisted Fantasy is not hip hop.
Well, they have segmented hip hop. They have melodic hip hop.
I think all our shit is.
I agree. I think that segmenting up genres like that, we've seen it happen with rock, and rock barely exists as a genre because they segmented it up so much.
Gotcha.
And I think some people aren't even thinking about the race angle, although I think it's racist. Lana Del Rey also has a pop album coming out. I mean, a country album coming out. And they don't want everything to get
lumped
into like country and lose the traditional country sound. What the Recording Academy chief executive said is, country music has evolved in a major way over the past decade, with traditional country experiencing a massive resurgence, growing in popularity and volume. Traditional country has a timeless, distinct sound that's inspired generations of musicians throughout the years. It's an important part of the country music story and deserves to be celebrated and recognized with intention. So there's a little part of me that gets that, but there's a big part of me that just feels like it's a Confederate flag.
Wipe out.
Fuck out of
I
here.
mean, it's definitely both because
What?
that was very well written.
No, it was the publicist fly
It
shit.
was
that they
very,
wrote
very well
to
written.
justify. Why?
Right,
That's it, yo. Like,
Although the head of the Grammy boards is not white, I don't think.
Yeah, and I don't think he actually cares about that. I think that's that publicist.
yo,
Yeah, it could
They
be.
got the white power email, right?
It could be.
that's my
Whoever
view.
the head of the board is, you don't want to lose Nashville.
No.
That is true.
That's a fact. Yeah,
Nashville is very powerful.
And country music makes a shit ton of money.
it does. It does.
It makes a shit ton of money. Like a lot of bread.
Yeah.
2 things can be true. I get it, and it could be racist.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I
Like,
think.
I totally understand it.
And again, there could be some benefits because again, people that would probably get excluded on the fact that they're black or doing something hip hoppy or whatever
They
in
get the
country, they can still get an award in their genre. So it's not all bad, I don't think.
Although the new award, there's a way that the other one gets watered down. Like, I got the real country album.
Yeah,
the
for
real
sure.
country
Yeah. For
award.
sure.
You got the.
Or you not
The DEI
traditionally
one.
The
country,
whites was
yeah.
looking at that farm system that the blacks had going in country.
He was like, oh, fuck this.
Fuck
There's
that.
a lot of young talent.
The G League.
Them great whites got on Instagram and TikTok. Seeing what some of these 15,
Fuck
16-year-old blacks
Yeah.
was doing. They stopped just looking at Mason Ramsey. It's like, oh, shit, we got to have a meeting, y'all.
Right.
I think it's also going to add like some ageism shit too, though. Because I have a feeling that a lot of the traditional country is going to be old people, and a lot of the
Contemporary
will be young people. So
good
that's
point.
kind of a weird thing
That's a
too.
good point.
That's interesting. I'm thinking now, like, how I would feel if they did that with reggae. You know, like, because, like, imagine, like, when dancehall became a craze, if all the roots reggae people were like, nah, that ain't reggae. That's something
I'm sure
else.
that did
But
happen.
some of them old head niggas that like some of my workers, they don't like that shit. They look at that shit like some of my older workers that are.
Have you ever hired a citizen?
Think of racist by mistake.
Right.
I'm telling
Because
you.
he don't mean to be.
No, a lot of my workers, they older people from the Caribbean, like Guyana and Jamaica and shit like that. They look at.
Can't beat an allegation.
No,
Thank
listen.
God you
They
looked
look
out.
at Sean Paul and them like that shit ain't that. They be
Right.
listening to
Gregory
Burning Spear
Isaacs
and all of that shit.
Yeah.
Like they don't look at that shit like that's traditional reggae.
You let them keep the Walkman while they working. He's so
I
kind.
got a record player walking.
You idiot, yo. Nah, them niggas don't look at that shit
what
like
a
that.
boss.
So it's the same.
Yeah.
Hey, enough of that Sean Paul, y'all. Let's get to it.
Right. Get busy.
That
You better get busy with them walls.
Get busy.
Yeah, the niggas that they.
Oh, man,
that's a
it's
good point.
for some of my workers.
Some of my workers are from the islands.
Okay, I believe you.
Idiot, bro.
I'm repeating what you said. Anyways,
And they're not going to air none of these awards, no way. That's the other funny part.
The traditional
They,
country.
they put
will.
all this shit. Maybe.
They'll air that traditional
I don't know,
country.
buddy.
Traditional.
They'll
That
air that
traditional country award is
That's Main Street. That's,
Yes.
that's prime time.
once the Rate family calls up. Sorry, buddy, that's getting aired.
Yeah, that's it.
Indeed.
We'll see. Listen, Grammys, I'm just waiting for y'all to follow suit and add the podcast award.
Word.
I don't care about these awards. I don't care about none of these shits.
Then they gonna water that down too.
Great.
It'll be one.
And then flash the camera to me, Gilly,
Charlemagne. Yo, you're an idiot, my nigga.
Nori, niggas that matter. Fucking Charlemagne. Who else? Rogan will be in there. Theo Vaughn. Schultz might show up. You know what I mean? The podcast award, when they add it, is going to be where the smoke is happening
Shady,
at.
boy.
That's going to be, we're going to bring it back to the Source Awards. We're going to bring it back to...
Yo, you don't
Jersey
want,
got something to say.
You don't want
Yeah.
your co-hosts all in your videos, dancing.
All in your
Yeah, word.
billboard.
Charlotte.
Did you say all on your billboard?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd put you on the billboard if I thought you could make an impact.
You're so shady. You're so fucking shady. You're such a piece of shit. I love you sometimes. Anywhos.
I love you too, Mel. And I'm talking shit out there for the Mel Hive. I'm kidding. I know how she can make an impact, but that's against the law. You can't.
Pesky HR. Title 9.
New Joe Budden.